swala la kwanza ni kuhusu trinity ama utatu mtakatifu. Kwa hivyo kwanza niliweza kugundua ya kwamba swala la utatu mtakatifu ilikuwa introduced baadaye, maana haikukuwa katika Adventist Church ya kwanza ama naweza ita the old SDA, ile ya zamani, ile ambayo ilishikiliwa na our pioneers kina Ellen G. White, kina James Bates na kina William Miller na wengine. Kwa hivyo kwanza nikapata ya kwamba kumbe pale mwanzo kulikuwa na kitu ambayo inaitwa fundamental principles, kinyume na ya saa hii ambayo inasema inaitwa fundamental beliefs. Kwa hivyo nikapata ya kwamba kumekuwa na changes. Kwa hivyo nilipofungua nikapata ya kwamba katika fundamental principles kulikuwa na one of the principle ambayo ilikuwa inaitwa Godhead. Lakini unapofungua katika fundamental beliefs ya sasa hivi unapata ya kwamba iliondolewa na trinity ikaingizwa. Kwa hivyo kumekuwa na wazo ya kwamba trinity na Godhead zinafanana ama ziko na meaning moja, lakini nilipofanya utafiti kutoka kwa Biblia nikapata ya kwamba trinity is just a paganic doctrine that was introduced to Seventh-day Adventist and it is unscriptural. Kwa hivyo kwanza Godhead inamaanisha ya kwamba kuna Mungu mmoja, kuna mwana wa Mungu ambaye ni Yesu Kristo na kuna roho wa Mungu. Lakini katika Trinity tunaambiwa ya kwamba kuna Mungu watatu, yani kuna Mungu Baba, kuna Mungu Mwana na kuna Mungu Roho Mtakatifu, ambaye wote ni mmoja, hata si wako na umoja, ni mmoja. Kwa hivyo unaona ya kwamba kuna difference. Godhead, Mungu anajisimamia peke yake, Mwana anajisimamia peke yake, na pia Roho Mtakatifu anajisimamia peke yake. Lakini unapokuja kwa Trinity, wote ni Mungu na wote ni kitu moja. Yani wameshikana hivi, yani ni kitu moja. Kwa hivyo nilipofanya study yangu nikaona ya kwamba Trinity it's just a mystery, something that hata pastors wamedai ya kwamba we cannot explain, they just choose to believe. Kwa hivyo hapo nikajipea answer ya kwamba kumbe ile ya kwanza ambayo hata nilikuwa nasoma katika the Spirit of Prophecy books, nilikuwa nasoma ya kwamba the fundamental principles that were the fundamental pillars, in fact the Spirit of Prophecy is calling it pillars, that were established by our pioneers or the first faith. Those are what, or the fundamental principles are what made us Adventist, and they will stand until we enter the city. Kwa hivyo hapo nikajipea answer ya kwamba the fundamental principles are the ones that will stand up to the test of time. Kwa hivyo fundamental beliefs nikaweka X, fundamental principles, hiyo ndio itanipeleka hadi niingie uzimani.
So the two creeds that the Catholic Church holds as an expression of their true faith is the Apostles' Creed and the Nicene Creed. And it's from these creeds that they come to this conclusion, that the mystery of the Most Holy Trinity is the central mystery of the Christian faith and of Christian life. God alone can make it known to us by revealing Himself as Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And that's these three persons that supposedly make up the one God. The pioneers rejected the old unscriptural Trinitarian creed. Do you know what they're referring to? These creeds. So, does the church position today on the Trinity, is it the Catholic Trinity expressed in the creeds or not? Well, Depends on which pastor you ask. But the official position of the church. Let's see what it says, because this is of relevance. And we're almost there. This is from the BRI. Seventh-day Adventist article entitled, Seventh-day Adventists, A Brief Introduction to Their Beliefs. This is an article by George Reed, and I want to just read what's under it there because it's significant. A brief review of the history and doctrines of the SDA Church, prepared for the dialogue with representatives of the Roman Catholic Church. So this document, and it's published in May of 2000. So they were having some dialogue. He prepared a brief summary of Adventist beliefs. In this paper, he talks about the fundamental beliefs, the Trinity, and so on. And this is a quote from it right after he mentions the Trinity. This is what he says. Nature of God. A reading of the above statements will show that with respect to their doctrine of God, Seventh-day Adventists are in harmony with the great creedal statements of Christendom, including the Apostles' Creed, Nicaea 325, and the additional definition of faith concerning the Holy Spirit as reached in Constantinople 381. There you have it from the horse's mouth. The BRI are saying that the official church position on the Trinity is in harmony with the creeds that Rome says is the foundation of their God. In other words, we have the same identical God as the Roman Catholic Church. From the BRI. They're explaining and expounding the fundamental beliefs of the church. So the God that Elder Ted Wilson is promoting and urging the church leaders to hold to is the Roman Catholic Trinity God, expressed in the creedal statements. That God was rejected by the pioneers. Specifically, they said the Trinitarian Creed, the reason being it destroys the personality of God and of Christ. Wow. How does it feel to be living in fulfilled prophecy? We're seeing fulfilled prophecy before our eyes, brothers and sisters. And it's not a prophecy of good things. It's a dangerous and serious warning.